The concept of the mind-muscle connection has been overused by a lot of noobs. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about this concept. And what I'm saying here is that if you are training hard enough, the mind-muscle connection is going to already happen. Meaning people are worried about, hey, I'm focused on feeling this muscle, but they're not focused on actually putting in real effort. And these same people are the people who are continual novices, right? Or early intermediates, and they never really get past that. Perfect example. You've been stuck squatting 275 for reps for the past year or two, okay? You've been stuck bench pressing 205 for 5 or 6 reps, and that's the most you can get to. And you've been here a long, long time, meaning a year. All right, those are perfect examples of what I mean. People who are never making any progress at all. And we can judge progress based upon progressive overload. And I think that that's more than a fair assessment, because a bigger muscle is a stronger muscle. In other words, your ability to move a weight through a full range of motion, or the same range of motion progressively, is the evidence that you've progressed. And people have to remember that. They absolutely have to remember that point. Right? There's a direct correlation between hypertrophy and that. Moving big weights through a long range of motion for a lot of reps is a sign that you're going to be a jacked dude, or you probably already are. So these people, they do this, and then they wonder why they're not making any progress. But I feel the muscle, and I'm like, of course you should feel the muscle, right? Of course you feel a muscle contracting. If you do a curl, you better feel the bicep contracting. If you do a tricep extension, you better feel the tricep contracting, okay? But just because you're focused on it and squeezing it doesn't do anything. You're not necessarily building muscle. You have to train hard. You have to have some actual progressive tension or progressive volume. In other words, you have to have something to stimulate an adaptation, and it goes beyond the feel. And here's what I mean about you're going to feel it already. So, like, watch those tricep extensions I did there, because everything else here is fairly low rep stuff, all in the 5-6 rep range. Other than those extensions in this clip, you don't think I felt the holy hell out of my triceps there? I'm doing 10 rep challenging sets, with over 100 pounds on a tricep extension. Those are 45s on that bar. Of course I feel my triceps. I feel my triceps hurt on every rep. So if you're talking about feeling something, you're looking for one of two things. Either you are feeling the large amount of mechanical tension on the muscle and you're working the muscle, or you're feeling a deep, deep burn. And the burn is going to be obviously with your higher rep stuff, in which you have taken them very close to failure or to failure. All right, you get that intense pump and then it burns. So what's causing that? The mechanical tension is because you feel those muscles being pulled by that weight. Okay, so when I'm doing these heavy deadlifts, people are like, do you feel a mind-muscle connection on that? Absolutely. I feel my back, as in I feel my lats, my traps, my quads, my hamstrings. All right, but particularly breaking it off the floor and driving through, I absolutely feel the quads and hamstrings. I feel that weight pulling them. Same thing when I squat, right? Doing that rep work on the squats. I absolutely feel my quads on the eccentric reps. Same thing with the benching, right? When I bench that wide grip, that deep, yes, I feel that heavy weight pulling my pecs, and it feels almost like it's trying to rip the muscle apart. Okay, that's a mind-muscle connection you'll feel when you're going heavy, and that is a mind-muscle connection. And if the sets are challenging and everything is tight, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel it pull, and you're really going to feel those eccentric reps. Right, the deadlift not so much, but you're going to feel it on the way up. You're going to feel that weight trying to just feel, again, it will feel like it's trying to tear that muscle apart, and you're then fighting against it a little bit. Okay, so I've noticed that, like particularly on the squatting and the benching on the way down. Quads and pecs, oh, absolutely. Those eccentric reps, you're fighting against that because I'm not just dropping. There is some control to those. I'm feeling it. Same thing on those chins, on both the way up and the way down. I feel the biceps and the lats. All right, a little different when we start doing a little bit more of the pump work. When we do pump work, again, such as some of the curls and things I do, still feeling that muscle pulling, but again, you're feeling that burn accumulate as those reps get higher. You should be feeling it burn. You start to feel that burn kick in. Let's say you fail on rep 12. Man, around rep 8, again, no coincidence, we start thinking of the effective rep theory. If it were true, which it's never been fully validated, it's a good concept, but if there's any truth to it, that would make sense. Right around that rep 8, you start feeling that burn, and then it intensifies on every rep. Okay? It should be intensifying. That should give you the mind-muscle connection. Now, obviously, you're focused, because if you're focused on squeezing the bicep, then of course you're going to have that. But you should have that same, the mind-muscle connection on the squats. You should be feeling that in your quads. You should be feeling the bench in your pecs. If you're not, you're probably not training hard enough. You don't have control of the weight, and you're not training hard enough. Period. Right? And if you're not getting progressive overload or training hard enough, all the mind-muscle connection in the world isn't going to matter. You need to see progress. And that's the problem. Guys will mess with some of these silly exercises that are pump exercises, and they're not even progressing on them. And it's one thing if you're a really advanced lifter. Yeah, you're a really advanced lifter. It can be super hard to add 5 pounds or 2 reps to an exercise. It could take months or longer. But if you're not a really advanced lifter, come on. You better be progressing. Otherwise, you're not training hard. You're not stimulating an adaptation. It doesn't matter that you feel the muscle contracting. Of course you do. But you should be able to feel the muscle contracting sometimes if you squeeze it hard enough, even without any weight. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.